Welcome to another episode of No Script News. Your boy Original Seed coming at you live from my living room with the sunshine coming in. Conserving energy. I'm not using my lights, so this is what you get. This is what you get right here. The naturalness. Okay? Nothing but natural face going on. Máscara. Hopefully it don't scare you. But before we begin, again, do not like this video. I am still wanted for stealing my neighbor's cats. They keep on knocking, and I won't let them in. Now, for those of you that don't know what No Script News is, I usually wake up on the weekends and have a whole list of news that I gathered throughout the week that I didn't talk about because I was busy with my life, man. So many cats. I'm over here just brushing them all day. It takes me hours, man, hours. But that's pretty much what No Script is. I just kind of have my coffee, talk to you guys like a normal person, and yeah, just chill, man, chill. Now, this week, Returnal came out, and the reviews have been good from the mainstream media, but people are giving it hundreds. Come on, man, you can't trust those fools. So I waited, because I was on the fence, because it looked good, I thought, I might like. I didn't have anything to play on my PlayStation 5. That's actually a PlayStation 5 games. All the games that I'm playing right now are the PlayStation 4 games that I missed. And some of them are good, but I wanted a PlayStation 5 game, built for the PlayStation 5. And it looks like Returnal is not that title. It looks like it can run on the PlayStation 4 Pro, but I was still on the fence. I thought, you know what, I'm gonna buy it. But $70 was just too damn much, man. I know people say it's only $10 more, but shit, that's still $10 more, man. I'm an adult. I have shit I can buy. I don't have to spend it all on video games. Not just on video games, but video games where they screw you for no reason. And that's what I thought. And the biggest obstacle that I had from buying it was I don't like wasting my time, especially when it comes to video games. And that's kind of what this Returnal does, according to some people that I trust. They say that certain runs can take about 2 hours, 3 hours, and depending on the RNG, meaning the procedural level that it gives you and the stuff that pops up, which is random, it could be a sorry RNG. So you end up, 2 hours into the level, not really leveling up, not being strong enough, then the enemies just kill you, and all that time is wasted. As I'm speaking right now, people are even asking for a save and quit point, which I think would be awesome. Let's say you have an hour to play, and it's not really that good, you're not really having a good time, but you don't want to start all over again because, it sucks to start all over. You can just save, quit, come back to it a little later on when you're a little bit more, okay, I can do it, but the developer's saying that they hear the response, but they have no plans to do that yet and to continue playing their game. Now, eventually I might get it. Probably not. I'm thinking about $40. That's my price point for this game. Just because I don't think I'm gonna end up liking it. The visuals look good. I like the whole sci-fi action, but that's about it. So as of right now, I'm not gonna get it, so you're not gonna see it on this channel. Hopefully if you have it, you like it, and it's a game for you. I just don't know. They also showed Ratchet Clank in the state of play for PlayStation, which was a sorry show, man. I was expecting more games. The game that had me excited the most was actually Subnautica Below Zero. I didn't play the other Subnautica, even though it's on Game Pass, I think, or it was. I had so many games to play at the time that I didn't get into it. But when I saw Subnautica Below Zero, it actually looked pretty cool. So I might get that when it comes out. At least give it a try. The big game that they showed obviously was Ratchet Clank. I've never been a Ratchet Clank fan. They've always looked good to me. Like all the sci-fi stuff going on in the back, but that's all just background noise, if you know what I mean. And the PlayStation 5 has that times 10 because it's more powerful. But I mean, that's all just window dressing. You know what I mean? It's just like it's just all in the distance. It doesn't really affect the game. The thing that I don't like about Ratchet Clank, to tell you the truth, is the gameplay. I don't know, it just kind of looks like this, running around, shooting, I don't know, it's just not for me. But the graphics look good. I'm happy for those people who are way excited for it for some reason. One thing that I did like was the new Wombat character, Ribbit. It's cool to have a girl wombat for all the females that like to play these games and don't necessarily always want to play as boy characters. But other than that, Ratchet Clank is not for me. So it looks like this year I'm not really gonna have any PlayStation exclusives to look forward to, which kind of sucks. But it is what it is. I still have my PlayStation 4 games that I'm playing. I still gotta finish Ghost of Tsushima and Death Stranding. And I also have some other games that I haven't even started yet on the PlayStation 4, on my PlayStation 5. So at least it's not a waste of money when it comes to me buying the PlayStation 5. One thing that I am excited for is that xCloud is finally coming to iOS. I recently bought an iPad for some drawing, and you can actually connect your Xbox controllers and PlayStation 5 controllers to the iOS system now. So I'm gonna be playing on my iPad and just to see what's going on. I don't necessarily need xCloud, to tell you the truth, because I don't really game on the road, and if I did, I have my Switch for that. Especially because my Switch gets ignored a lot. And I just bought Harry Potter, like the whole complete season, the Lego one, for about $14. It's in like 7 games. So the sale's still going on right now. There's also a few other titles that you might want to pick up. Yeah, so the Nintendo Switch, I might be playing Harry Potter soon. I'm a big Harry Potter fan, always been. Those were actually the first books that I read, you know what I mean? All the way through. And so I can't wait for the new Harry Potter to come out, the Hogwarts Legacy. But until then, at least I have this Lego one to keep me satisfied. Also, PSN, if you're not aware, auto renews your PlayStation Plus membership, even though you don't have it checked as auto renew. So if you don't want to continue to pay for PSN Plus, which I'm not gonna subscribe again because I don't play online on the PlayStation 5. The only reason why I did it was so I can play the PlayStation 4 games that come with it. But once I'm done with those games, and I have about 4 more months, maybe about 6 more months left in the whole year, I'm gonna make sure and stop subscribing to PSN. But there's just a warning out there that there's some people that are being charged. So if you are one of those that don't want to resubscribe, make sure to do that and take care of that before you get charged again. And Ghosts and Goblins is the new one is going to be coming to Xbox soon. Now, I'm a big Ghosts and Goblins fan. I never passed them, actually. They're way too hard for me. I actually might get into it because I'm going to be doing some Retro Thursdays, and I see that they're on the Nintendo Switch system, on their emulation or whatever they have online. So I'm going to go ahead and be playing that. I was playing it the other day, and just to get my nostalgia on, and it was pretty fun. But the new one, I mean, I like, it hits the whole Ghosts and Goblins or Ghosts and Ghouls theme, but the graphics look, it kind of looks like a Flash game, but it's okay, you know what I mean? The art direction for Streets of Rage 4, the arcade one that came out recently, a lot of people were complaining about it, but it actually turned out good. So I'm not gonna complain about the artwork in this Ghosts and Goblins. I'm just gonna give it a try and see if it's for me. And it may not be for me, but it's okay, man. At least it'll give me that nostalgia itch, if you know what I mean. Now, one game that I am excited for is Dying Light 2. And the developers always do little Q&As, always give little tidbits of the game without showing too much. But they did announce that there will be no guns in the game. You will have a shotgun, and I think that's the only thing you can craft, but it's like a limited shotgun, and you're only supposed to use it in cases of emergencies because it can break or something, which is kind of cool. If you haven't played Dying Light 1, it was probably one of my best games on the last generation. I played it on Xbox. I mean, I played it, the whole thing, like going through every building, trying to just explore. I spent so much hours in that game just because I really loved it, to the point where I didn't have anything else to do. Even to this point, though, they still keep on updating it, but I haven't played it in so long. I'm kind of just trying to stay away from it until Dying Light 2 comes out. But the weapons are gonna be there again, doing the hand-to-hand combat, which is pretty cool. They talked about a few new zombies. I guess one zombie has like some kind of stuff coming out of his back, but supposedly, like, not everybody will come across a zombie, so it might be choices in the game where that zombie might appear. So I don't know. He was kind of vague about it, but it's just kind of cool to see that the game is coming along quite nicely. I actually have a new series coming out called Zombie Killer, and I'm gonna be talking more about zombies and games. But I'm waiting for next generation zombies games to come out so I can actually start this series. But I'm slowly working on the graphics and on the layout of the series. So look forward to that. Hopefully, Dying Light. I was hoping it came out this year, but it doesn't seem like it will. And it's looking good so far, and I'm looking forward to it. One other thing that they said was that there's gonna be no vehicles in the game, except for a certain sequence, I guess in the story mission where you get into a vehicle. But other than that, there's gonna be no vehicles. And if you played the other one, I think the DLC had like a vehicle where you can go around the whole countryside, which is pretty fun. I enjoyed that. They also talk about the grappling hook. Now, if you got the grappling hook in Dying Light 2, you can just swing away like crazy, like Bionic Commando, just going building and building. You don't even have to touch the floor, like you're pretty much flying. But they said the new grappling hook is going to be more realistic, and it's going to make you feel more like Tarzan as compared to Spider-Man. But even then, it's still going to be satisfying. So I just can't wait to play that game. And he kept on saying the whole thing, the daylight is for the people and night is for the zombies. And you know, it's just, man, that game was just so good. So if you're into zombies and you haven't played Dying Light, I mean, you can grab it for cheap right now, so go ahead and do that in preparation for the next one that comes out. And Microsoft will be cutting their profit sharing on the Microsoft Store or whatever, Windows, PC, for their games. So they're going to be copying Epic and bringing it down to 12%, which is pretty cool because that's another 12% that goes into the developers' hands. So even though people were like mad at Epic, you know, because they try to undercut the competition, Steam and I don't know what else, at least they're, you know, forcing these companies to compete. And that's what I really like about it. And especially when it's always better for the consumer and it's always better for the developers, I have no complaints about that. So it's good to see that Microsoft is willing to change with the times, and instead of, you know, hiking the price on people, $70 for no reason because they're just greedy, they're, you know, actually slashing prices. And they should be slicing prices because it encourages more people to develop. In fact, I actually I downloaded a Game Maker, and I'm gonna mess around with it and see if I can develop just a small little game or something, just because I'm capable. I have a background in coding and I know how to draw. So, I mean, even if it's not, I mean, this is gonna be a stupid game, obviously, because I'm not a game designer or a game maker, but I'm gonna mess around with it, and who knows, maybe one day I'll upgrade to Unity, and maybe 10 years from now, I might have an actual game working, you know what I mean? But in the meantime, I'm gonna be working on a small game and see what I can come up with. It's exciting times, man, exciting times. And Halo Infinite. Well, they dropped a lot of news about it. One of the biggest news was the wide screens that you're able to take advantage of, not just on PC, but on consoles too. So if you have like a big old TV that's wider than usual, you'll be able to see way more stuff in your game. And I haven't upgraded my TV yet. I mean, I have a good TV, but I wanted to get an OLED. But I mean, I don't know, I might go crazy and just get like a big old panel or something. I don't know. But it's good to see that Halo Infinite is looking dang good. They have new screenshots. They look crisp. You also see a bunch of fanboys online, like trying to do 800 times magnifying it just to see the jaggies and shit. It's like, come on, guys, just enjoy the games, dude. Who cares what system they're on? But Halo cannot be denied. If you guys weren't alive, if you guys weren't gaming back in the Halo 1, Halo 2 days especially, man, that game was huge. It was like a phenomenon, you know what I mean? Like people were just like gathered. It was bigger than Star Wars, you know? It was just the sheep's nest. And Halo Infinite looks to be bringing that back. It has a lot of people excited. It has a lot of Sony fans mad. But man, that game is looking good. If you haven't seen the screenshots or the panoramic views that you'll be able to take advantage of, go to Halo Waypoint. They're always dropping news up there. And man, it's looking so good. I recently bought this Xbox Red Pulse controller, and they usually come with Game Pass Ultimate code. Now, if you're interested in a 14-day free trial of Game Pass Ultimate, I have one right here, and I'll be giving it to anybody who comments on this video. Now, you're most likely to get it because a lot of people don't watch these and they don't watch it all the way to the end. So if you happen to be one person that watches it all the way to the end, you probably have a 1 in 10 chance of getting this code. So if you want the code, all you gotta do is just leave me a message. Let me know what game you want to play on Game Pass. Just say, you know, I want to play this game on Game Pass, or I'm looking forward to this game on Game Pass, and I will put you on a little raffle, and I will be picking it out live next Saturday on the next No Script News. So a week from now, I'll be giving away this code, and all you gotta do is just leave a comment in the section, let me know what kind of game you want to play on Game Pass, and like I said, if you made it this far into the video, which most people won't, you have a very, very good chance of getting this. And it was recently announced that Toys for Bob, a studio owned by Activision, was cutting their employees, having layoffs, and the rest of them were being put to work on Call of Duty Warzone. Now, half that report is true. They are going to be supporting Warzone because I guess that's Activision's only, well, besides FIFA and King, that's their money makers, you know what I mean? People are still stuck on Warzone. And that's something I don't really quite understand. I mean, Warzone is fun, but I mean, that has been out for like 2 years, and even the latest one, I mean, they supposedly redid it, but I mean, all they did was just add little things to the same map or rearrange the map, and it's just like, come on, guys, how hard is it to create a new map? It's not that hard. I don't know what, maybe they don't want to split their player base. I don't know what the deal is. I don't even know when's the last time I bought a damn Activision game, to tell you the truth. And maybe that's why they think, you know, people aren't buying Activision games, so might as well just invest in Warzone. I don't know, but supposedly Toys for Bob, nobody was laid off, and some of the people are going to be helping on Warzone, but they're also still working on Crash Bandicoot 4 and working on that game, and maybe, you know, after they're done with the Warzone, I don't know if they're ever going to be done with Warzone, but I don't know, it just looks like Activision's kind of focusing on their main hits, and kind of sucks, man. Blizzard turned out to be a bust for them, supposedly. I guess they wanted more games to come out, but Blizzard was having a hard time. I'm not sure if it's just Blizzard or it's just Blizzard Activision. They're not seeing eye to eye. I don't know. That dude Kaplan left last week, so I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But I'm not gonna be playing no more Warzone. Like, I understand people who do it for a living. Like, I follow Jack Frags. He's a good freaking player, and all he plays is Warzone for the most of the time. But he's entertaining. I get it, he makes a lot of money doing it, so he's gonna stick with it. And there's always new players coming to Call of Duty, because even though I'm older and I've been playing Call of Duty for, I don't know, 20 years, I don't know when the first one came out, but there's always like newer gamers, you know, coming up to age, and this is the big hit. So I mean, there's always gonna be an audience for Call of Duty, even though it's not for me anymore. I just want to see Activision. I mean, they have so much money, especially Bobby Kotick, even though he's taking like a half a pay cut. It don't matter because he's still getting big bonuses, that he's like $200 million bonuses. So even if he takes half a pay cut and only gets paid $1 million a year, it's like, come on, man. That's all just mumbo jumbo. He's still gonna get all his millions that he's owed, and in the future he's still gonna get more millions of dollars. It's like, what do people do with all these millions of dollars? Like, if I had like $200 million bonuses, my God, all my peeps would be rich. None of my friends would have bills. You know, I'd actually support my friends so they can do what they want to do with their life instead of having to work for these corporations, man. It's like, spread the wealth. What are you gonna do with all that money? I mean, I guess you give it to your family and stuff, but even then, you know what I mean? There's still a lot of money. If we live like frugally, if we just, you know, just buy what we need, and don't go crazy and buy freaking yachts and shit. Just buy one, you know what I mean? I don't know, but just spread the wealth. And this goes for YouTubers too, man. I was talking to my boy Sensei Thoughts, and I just met him about a few weeks ago, but he speaks nothing but truth, man. Like, these up and coming, these big old YouTubers that were up and coming, they don't even pay attention to the small guys no more. They don't retweet, they don't even engage. And it's just like, dude, if you don't have time to engage with your fans, people who were in the same spot that you were just a few years ago, then you're a piece of shit, man. Simple as that. I told them, you know, I'm gonna leave that for next time, but come on, guys. Bigger YouTubers need to support the smaller ones, and so on. It's not a competition, man. It's a community, if you know what I mean. But that's for another video. Sorry, Plant. That's for another video. See, I lost my train of thought, man. I got on a freaking rant. Freaking YouTubers. That's gonna do it for the episode of No Script News. Remember, when shit's the fan and you see these beautiful Halo Infinite screenshots, and then you see these Sony fanboys magnifying it 1000% to see some jaggies and then go in and talk crap about it, run.